Hey guys, Seth here to help you level up your fandom. Got another review for you this time. BuildTak. Does it live up to its hype? Stick around and find out. Get it? Never mind. Alright, welcome back guys. For those of you who don't know, BuildTak is a print surface material. It's kind of a stiff composite plastic of some kind that you adhere via its little sticky back. You adhere this to your print bed and it gives you a uniform, extremely pleasant build surface for you to print on. It helps eliminate warping, all sorts of issues that revolve around the warping stuff by keeping pretty much any plastic stuck properly to this build surface, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. The surface itself is kind of like, if any of you have ever had any really high-end gaming mouse pads, the stiff plastic, that's kind of how this feels. It's got that same sort of rough-ish texture, but it's stiff, and that is incredibly useful for adhering it. It's not like Captain Tape or painter's tape or anything like that, where you really have to work bubbles out and lay it down properly so it's nice and flat and even without any bubbles. BuildTak, since it's stiff, you just lay it right down and it just falls right onto your print bed. You don't really have to worry about any bubbles. You should still kind of go through that procedure when you're applying it to kind of lay it down and follow that pattern that you usually do, but you really don't have to worry too much about it. As far as adhering it to your print bed, it's fantastic. It's an amazing surface for that. What I've got going is my journey statue that I've kind of made. It's a small journey, little statue thing that I print. That these scarves here are extremely prone to warping because they're long and thin and tall. So printing that currently on BuildTak surface, and we will look at how that comes off, how the warpage is, how it prints, all that good stuff. And here it is, that journey statue you guys saw pop off. As you can see from when it was sitting on the build plate, there's absolutely no warping. Even when I have really good adhesion to like blue painter's tape or something, there's still like some slight warping because the painter's tape will kind of peel away from the print bed just a little bit. But not this. This is extremely sticky stuff to the print and itself to the print bed. So you don't have to worry about it being too stuck onto the surface and like peeling it up like you do on painter's tape. That being said, it's got the actual side that was printed on the print bed is extremely flat, almost glass level of flatness and smoothness, but it has kind of a rough sort of texture here. Not like rough to the touch, but it doesn't feel mirror smooth. It feels slightly textured, which is, I think it's extremely nice. I like that a lot better than the mirror smooth. I think it's a better overall finish quality. It's amazingly flat, amazingly smooth stuff. And as you can see from popping off, your prints just kind of pop right off as long as you let your bed cool all the way. All in all, this stuff is great. I would definitely recommend it. I paid $25 US for 3 sheets, which should last, I don't even know, forever, I assume. But this is the 8-inch round. I've also got some 6.5-inch round because I wasn't happy with the size of my print bed as it was. But you know, they're anywhere from $3 to $6, maybe even more than that for your standard print bed size for one of these sheets. At the very least, I mean that's about the same as a roll of blue painter's tape. So you might as well pick it up, especially if you're using Captain Tape. Captain Tape is extremely finicky and it's expensive. This is cheaper, better, overall just a much more pleasurable experience with BuildTak over the conventional print surfaces. That being said, it is prone to folds. So on if it ever bends at a hard angle, it will keep that hard angle somewhat in the sheet forever. So you do kind of have to be careful of that. That's really only relevant when you're applying it or when you're flopping it around like I'm doing. That's it. The only downside I can see to this is that slight folding issue. We'll see as I print several hundred more hours on the surface, how long it lasts, that kind of stuff. There's one thing to be said, and that's it is plastic, so your hot end will melt it. If it's hot and you directly push into it, it will definitely destroy the surface. But it's better than your hot end pushing into an aluminum build plate or something. I haven't had any issues like that, just because I had my printer was already leveled, and I leveled it when the hot end was cold, which is key. After you apply the surface, you need to level your print or your hot end again while it's cold, so you don't melt this surface at all. That kind of goes against some leveling procedures, but it's just kind of what you have to do with this stuff. All in all, highly recommend BuildTak. It's cheap. It's cheap enough that you might as well just buy a sheet from BuildTak.com, have it shipped to you, check it out, see if you like it. If you don't, it's really not that big a deal. It's only a couple bucks. And I don't see that happening. It feels like a very refined product. Like, the adhesive is really, really nice. It feels like they've been doing this for years. And just a really pleasurable experience all the way through. From ordering, applying, printing, pulling your prints off. It's all really nice. Alright guys, and lastly, BuildTak did not contact me. I bought all of these of my own money. These are 100% my own opinions. That brings us to the end, guys. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Make sure you tell me why if you didn't. Help me improve. And have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.